Hi guys. Before the start, please subscribe and like video. The price of this cryptocurrency will be erratic in the next coming weeks though. Traders on both sides are duped by the Shiba Inu price in the wake of Robinhood's launch. In the coming weeks, the SHIB price is likely to experience choppy range-bound price action. Following the Robinhood listing, the Shiba Inu price has been erratic, forcing analysts to revise their outlook on the popular meme coin. Today, the SHIB price invalidated last week's bullish count by hitting lows of $0.00002262 before reversing 30% to snag liquidity in the upper levels at $0.00002740. With such volatile behavior and a lack of discernible chart patterns, a long-term range is likely to be employed. After a massive $1,000% rally in 2021, the Shiba Inu price has been in a long-term consolidation. Market makers may be using the volatile price fluctuations to entice traders to open a position on the digital asset. However, there is insufficient evidence in the volume profile to project a directional bias. The relative strength index also shows a lack of confluence in either direction for the trend. Traders should wait for more evidence from the 2-day and weekly charts to determine when the forming triangle's B wave is complete. Analysts have labeled the SHIB price as range-bound and unfavorable until further notice, because C waves within triangles are typically complex and time-consuming. Solana, Sol, a high-flying Ethereum competitor, Ethereum scaling technology Polygon Matic, and the original decentralized finance token Compound are among the new offerings. However, each of these tokens has struggled in 2022, with SHIB leading the pack with a year-to-date loss of only 17%. Comp, Sol, and Matic have all dropped by around 40%. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is only down 15% year-to-date, and it actually broke even last week before sinking again. Robinhood Markets Incorporated included 4 new cryptocurrencies on its platform, including the Shiba Inu coin, in a win for proponents who had long argued in favor of the joke token becoming available for trading. The platform, popular with day traders, also added Solana, Sol, Polygon's Matic, and Compound's Comp to its list of available trades in a possible appeal to users now that the surge in retail trading that came during the outbreak of the pandemic lockdowns has abated. Prices of all the tokens listed rose. Shares of Robinhood were up 4.6% as of 9:33 a.m. in New York. We're excited to add more choices for our customers as we work to make Robinhood the best place to invest in crypto, Steve Quirk, Chief Brokerage Officer at Robinhood, said in a blog post. As a safety-first company, we have a rigorous framework in place to help us evaluate assets for listing, and we remain committed to providing a safe and educational crypto platform. Robinhood users have long requested the brokerage allow SHIB, as the Shiba coin is known to be traded. A Change.org petition started last year has seen more than 550,000 signatories in favor of the move. The company has said all along it carefully considers the new coins it adds to its offerings. Besides customer demand, its listing committee deliberates factors including on-chain analysis, tech and security, as well as legal and financial variables, among others. Retail investors behind the push often cite last year's meteoric rise of another joke token, Dogecoin, with many at-home traders projecting that the Shiba coin would see similar success. Trading in SHIB, meanwhile, has been volatile, with CoinMarketCap.com showing a roughly 30% drop for the digital asset this year before the announcement. SHIB rose roughly 7% on Tuesday, according to CoinMarketCap.com. Other cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, also advanced. Robinhood has been active around its crypto offerings in recent days. Last week, it announced the rollout of its cryptocurrency wallet, which granted access to more than 2 million customers who were on a waiting list for the product. The wallet enables users to interact with crypto outside of Robinhood's trading platform, including allowing them to buy non-fungible tokens, Bloomberg reported. The product was first announced in September, not long after Robinhood chief executive Vlad Tenev said that such a wallet was in high demand among customers. Bitcoin dropped back below $40,000 amid volatile price swings across financial markets, while day trader favorite Shiba Inu jumped about 10%. Shiba Inu and 3 other tokens, Solana, Sol, Polygon's Matic, and Compound's Comp, were all listed for the first time on Robinhood Markets Incorporated's platform. Shiba, which trades at a fraction of 1 US cent, was the biggest gainer of the four. Bitcoin had dropped Monday to below $40,000 for the first time in more than 3 weeks. It was about 1.1% lower at $39,411 as of 3:30 p.m. in New York. Ether also turned lower again after briefly rising above $3,000. Bitcoin and the broader crypto market have struggled in recent weeks as the Federal Reserve began hiking rates to combat stubbornly high inflation and geopolitical turmoil hurt risk appetite. A report Tuesday showed core inflation increased less than forecast in March. Bitcoin is still consolidating in a triangle pattern stretching back to mid-January, said Jeffrey Halley, senior market analyst at Onda. The lower and upper boundaries today are $36,500 and $47,500, he said, implying that Bitcoin was well within its range. Bitcoin bearish flag has analysts looking for crash lows chart. Crypto's correlation with US tech stocks has risen sharply in the past few weeks, suggesting investors increasingly view digital assets as vulnerable to tightening monetary conditions. By contrast, the massive stimulus the Fed flooded markets with during the COVID outbreak drove Bitcoin to a record of almost $69,000 in November. A break above or below those support or resistance levels could lead to an $18,000 move either way, Halley added. Strategists at Bespoke Investment Group point out that Bitcoin's drubbing on Monday led to the coin collapsing through its 50-day moving average. From a strictly technical perspective, Bitcoin isn't trading well right now as the benchmark crypto asset has followed a similar playbook to stocks since late 2021, a major downtrend, a failure to make new highs on the rebound, and indeed an outright rejection of its 200 DMA in BTC's case. And now another trip below the 50-day, they wrote in a note. Noel Akeson, head of market insights at Genesis Global Trading, says there are two big narratives at play for Bitcoin. One is that the coin is a risk asset, and it's going to move in tandem with other riskier assets. She points to its correlation with a basket of non-profitable tech companies. A 90-day reading shows the highest correlation on record. Another narrative is that long-term investors are accumulating Bitcoin because they don't see it as a high volatility play. Instead, they view it as a store of value or an inflation hedge. With so much accumulation and with more and more Bitcoin being held in illiquid or longer-term addresses, whichever definition you wish to choose, there's less available for the macro investors, or for the new market participants, she said by phone. Anyone new coming in has to source the Bitcoin from an ever-dwindling stockpile of liquid Bitcoin, in other words, those that are moved around by traders, which is what's keeping the volatility relatively high.